All right, real quick. I just want to take time out, man, to let everybody know that I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video, just showing interest in it. I put a lot into these videos just to get that message out, just to send that signal as sales, right? Real quick, just want to let you guys know, right? Just think about it. The same way that our cells and our bodies are functioning, right? We think we're one body, but we're not one body. We're trillions of cells moving as one unit, right? The way our bodies stay functioning is based off the cells in our body, sending signals to each cell within the body to keep the body functioning. Remember, we cells that makes up this body, what we call Earth or life, right? So the same way our cells and our bodies are working and functioning to keep us moving so we can move and stretch our arms and do what we do, right? I ask you guys to do the same thing, right? If you can, if you guys are getting anything from these videos, a change of mind, a change of perspective, right? Anything to where you changing your everyday thing, your everyday thinking or everyday ways, and it's based off a certain video of mine, right? All I ask is for you guys to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment if you can, share the video. It helps the message get out there. It helps these videos get out there, and it helps other cells receive that signal, right? Just by hitting that button, you're sending that signal. And remember, everything is energy. Everything is sex. Sacred energy is change. So if you're receiving something based off this energy that I'm giving you, reflect that energy back to me just by hitting that button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, hitting that share button, leaving a comment or something, right? It just helps, y'all. So I'm doing my part. You guys do your part. I appreciate you so much. Keep watching the vids, and I'm gonna keep them coming. Now let's get to it. YouTube, what's happening? Hey, like I always say, I see everybody good, right? Everything is everything on this side, right? And like I say, I see it that way for everybody. I see it that way for you. And whoever else, you know what I mean? Everything is good. You are who you need to be, right? And you at the place you need to be. You where you need to be at, and you are who you need to be. You know what I'm saying? That's how you look at it. That's how you gotta look at it. That's how you should look at it. Other than that, you'll just be drowning. You'll be drowning yourself, right? Especially if you're looking at things like on a negative side, right? Like I always say, like things it ain't playing out how I want it to be. I ain't where I want to be. All my stuff all bad for me. Like I say, no, it's all about perspective. Always lean more on that positive side, right? That's how you change your reality in an instant, just by looking at it differently. Because there's always a positivity thing you can grab from whatever happened, what's ever happening, right? And whatever gonna happen. You can always reach up and grab that positivity instead of that negativity thought. It's so simple, right? Hey, right, but look, today, man, I want to holler at y'all about order. You feel me? About doing things in order, right? I feel like, we doing things in order is very important, right? Things have to be in order, right? Like they say, one of the closest things to God is order and decent, structured. Doing things in a decent manner, in order, with structure, and right, meaning you're thinking and you're mindful of what's going on and what you're doing. You're mindful of your actions, right? You're considerate of things. You're trying to move in a certain manner to where things are happening in order. You understand? Right? I just like just think about it, right? Like, right, we should like do things in order. Meaning, take care of yourself. Like I always say, look at yourself before you look outside of yourself. Know what I mean? That's moving in order. Before you can have an opinion or a suggestion or you pointing the fingers at someone else, right? Before you can give somebody an idea or right solution or any type thing like that, right? You got to make sure you right. Right? You got to make sure your opinion matters and your opinion is leaning more on the benefit side, right? Because you can tell somebody something and not right. Think about it, because you can tell somebody or give somebody your opinion about something that they got going on, right? And they go act on that based off. They go act on what you just told them, good or bad, right? But just think about it if it's from a bad perspective, right? And you go tell them something. Right, y'all just talking, chit-chatting, how we chop it up with our peoples, you know what I mean? We just talking, right? And you give somebody your opinion or your advice on something, right? And that advice or that opinion that you gave them came from a certain place of yours that was kind of low frequency, right? Because you ain't doing work on yourself. And then they go act on that opinion. They go act on that thing you just told them. Because to them, it makes sense, shit, right? It's like, well, all right, you right. You just right. You just accountable. You will be held accountable just as much as them. Even though you weren't the one that did it, but the fact that you gave them that opinion, you gave them your mind. You stated your mind, your thoughts, your suggestions on that thing, right? And they went and act on that based off what you told them. You just as guilty. You understand? Whatever that may be, like I said, especially if somebody done did on some low frequency type thing where they harming someone or holding someone back, or right, it's in that type of field where it was low frequency where it wasn't good for them nor you, right? But the fact that you ain't working on yourself, right? You ain't focused on yourself. You ain't really putting that work in yourself. You still spoke on something that you probably should have just kept your mouth shut about, right? Now they act on this situation, they done went and did it, and they felt good about it because you done boost them up. You done boost them up and had them feeling like, oh yeah, right, and they done whoop the whoop and cause harm to someone, or was low frequency, just put negative energy, low frequency energy towards someone, right? You just as guilty for hyping them up, for being their hype man for that. Telling them that wrong opinion, that wrong suggestion, just stating your case on that situation, right? Like I say, because we got to make sure we putting our own, we got to make sure we putting energy into ourselves. Like I say, doing things in proper order, meaning let me take care of what's in the inside of me before I worry about what's on the outside. Let me make sure that I'm giving myself what I need. Mentally, emotionally, and physically, right? Not even physically yet, but yeah, it's still physical because it's still based off you. But we speaking on internal, right? Let me make sure before I jump outside of my body and start to engage in my physical reality, whether these people, places, or things, right? And start stating my case or my opinion or my suggestions on certain things outside of me. Let me make sure that I'm giving myself what I need. Let me make sure that I'm putting myself in the right state of mind, where I'm a decent person, where I'm a righteous person, where I'm an upright type person before I can go give somebody an advice, right? Let me make sure I got myself in check. My attitude is in check. You feel me? Let me make sure I'm giving myself all what's needed before I go try to tell somebody, tell them how to handle this. Because they just ask me, even if they asking me. Sometimes it's like, man, no. You feel me? I'm still working on myself, so it ain't my place to even, comment on that. I'll let you handle that. When you being real with yourself, you feel me? Make sure you putting what you need within yourself. Right? To make sure on an everyday basis you a decent person. Your attitude is in check. Your morals are in check. Your values, right? You walking upright. You're loving yourself. You're respecting yourself. Right? Because whatever you give yourself, you can only give that to others, right? So if you loving on you, you can only give that love. You know how to look at love. Even when a person's showing hate, you know how to look past that hate and recognize the love because that's what you are. So you can only see what you are. Right? Be patient with yourself so you can be patient with other people outside your reality when they irritating you, or you know they kind of pushing you to the edge, you can still show that patience. This the type of energy, this the type of effort, this the type of things that we need to be focusing on within ourselves before we can state and get to trying to tell people or give our advice on what people, what people got going on within their own physical reality and their world, or they internal place, right? Let me make sure that I'm good. Let me make sure that I'm really putting that into myself on every day. Let me start checking myself when I feel like I'm about to spaz out on somebody. Let me really start putting energy into talking to myself and calming me down. Like, man, I ain't even finna allow you to possess me like that. Just cause you ignorant don't mean I have to respond ignorant. You feel me? Just cause you mad don't mean I have to respond mad. Just cause you having a bad day, I don't have to allow you to make my day bad. Let me start putting more energy into myself before I can step outside of myself and start worrying about what's outside of me. You feel me? That type demo, right? Like, hold up, no, let me get me right. You know, let me work on my patience, man. I'm a little impatient. Be real with yourself. Because that's where it starts. You gotta be real with yourself. You gotta know yourself, know thyself. You gotta know, like, shit, I'm impatient. So sometimes when things, I get a little impatient, I get a little agitated, I get a little irritated, and I may come off a little strong. So let me work on that. Right? Damn right, man. I ain't gonna lie, I be ready to spaz out, man. I got anger in me, man. I don't know why. I get mad quick. You feel me? Talk to yourself like that so you can know how to face your demons and face your low frequencies. Right, your low frequency energy, so you can master those. Right, you want to embrace all these things. You gotta know and recognize that they there, so you can focus on them and learn how to monitor them. Right, monitor them and manage them. You feel me? See, like I said, if your attitude bad, tell yourself. You need to pay attention to yourself. You know if you an asshole. Right, you know if you impatient, you gotta add. When you spaz out quick, you be snapping on people real quick. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be real with yourself. You know that you really don't care about things. Some of us just don't care about too much. Right? You gotta be real with yourself. Damn, I'm not considerate at all, for real. Be real with yourself, because you will know it by your actions, by your thoughts, by the feelings that you have when you're around certain things or situations that pop up that may cause for you to be considerate, and it ain't fair. So if it's like that, be real with yourself. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't considerate enough. Right? You have to check yourself before you can go tell people, because that action, that feeling, that energy within you will show when somebody asks you for an opinion or asks you for your advice on something. If you inconsiderate, you're going to give them an inconsiderate response, right? If you full of anger and somebody asking you for your advice, your response is going to be full of anger. Don't let them be telling you something that kind of got you kind of heated or something, right? In the heat of the moment, this your people, this your best friend, this your cousin, this somebody that you got love for, and you gonna be ready to spaz. Oh no, he did what? Oh no, we finna woo woo woo. Man, if I was you, I would have boo boo boo. No, you gotta check yourself. So even if they bring in that attitude and they mad about a certain situation, you can show them the light within that situation where they ain't gotta hinder themselves. And you ain't gotta hinder yourself just by telling them something like that, telling them something that will cause them to go out and act in an angry type vibration. You know what I'm saying? That in an angry manner. So right? So you want to be able to no, listen, bro. Look, man, it was jacked up. I ain't gonna lie, that was effed up how they did that, bro. People out here, some people out here foul, bro. But look, don't even give it to him. Don't even give him that, because that's what he want. You know what I'm saying? We gotta know how to talk to our people like that. Like, nah, bro, don't even We ain't even gonna give it to him like that. Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, let him have it. Just change your mind. If I was you, I'd just stop talking to him.
Just remove yourself from the situation, right? You got to shine your light when it's dark. When somebody bringing you a dark situation or a dark conversation, and they kind of and that conversation or that situation got them kind of heated, right? Shine your light because you done work within yourself. Even if you was a person that was quick tempered, hot head, be ready to spaz out, you done did your work. So now you can reflect that light. You can project that light even when somebody bringing you that hot head energy. Right? Like, nah, bro, we ain't on that no more, bro. Like, nah, hey, look, bro, you know what I learned, bro? You got to stop woody whoop. You got to stop letting people take you out your element. You feel me? Because the moment you do that, you giving them power. You got to respond differently. Feel me? You inconsiderate. You going to respond, somebody bring you something, you going to be inconsiderate. That means you going to be telling them something it's going to be inconsiderate, like not even considering them getting in trouble. You can probably tell them something that may jeopardize them. Because you're not an inconsiderate person, you're not considering things. So you may tell them something, and they not really thinking, because they hot at the moment, and you thinking you giving them the straight advice, but not knowing that you ain't done that work. So what you saying to them is inconsiderate, and they probably value your opinion or something, so they gonna go act off that inconsiderate, right? No, we got to do work within ourselves first before we can go out here and boom, boom, boom. And if you ain't doing work, then don't give nobody no opinion. Hey, listen, man, I'm going to stay. Ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, look, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm out here, man. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, man, because, you know, my mind probably tell you, if you go out there and bust, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be real with yourself, because you don't want to, like I say, because you telling somebody something crazy and they going to act off that, you will be held accountable as well for giving them that advice. Because remember, it's all within you. You are that person you talking to, but we ain't got to get that deep. Y'all know what it is on other videos I done dropped, right? But right, it's only you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like that. Like I say, live life like everybody you, and everything is yours. So you want to give them that type of advice, man? Listen, bro. Right? And if you ain't got it, then don't give it to them, man. And be real with yourself. Listen, bro, look, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm working on myself. Right? I'm working on myself, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you want to be able to tell, and you probably can save somebody, man. You probably can save somebody the headache, the right? You could probably save your loved ones from spazzing out, crashing out here. Just because you done work within yourself, now you can redirect that energy that they got built up. Just by sharing that what you done, just by sharing that knowledge and that type of little vibe that you on now, because you doing your work. You feel me? Nah, bro, listen, like, man, nah, like I say, like, nah, bro, you ain't got to do all that. Let them have that. You feel me? Somebody brings something to you, and you can start hearing things. When you start working on yourself, you can hear and recognize it when people bringing it. You can notice it within them, bro. You ain't being considerate, bro. Somebody bringing you something, you can tell, hey, bro, nah, because you done changed. You done put that work into yourself. Now you a considerate person now. You wasn't considering at first, right? You ain't had that consideration at first, but now you're kind of considerate now because you done did that work. So now you can change them, change their perspective on that situation. Bro, nah, you ain't being considerate, bro, because what about this? Right? Yeah, I feel you. You right. You got every right to be and feel how you feel, right? But think about if you boo, bro, what about that? Now you can change their perspective on things. You feel me? They mad. You done calm down. You ain't so high-headed now. Now you can change their perspective on that thing, bro. Listen to me, bro. I'm telling you, man, don't let them have that, bro. It ain't about you being no punk. It ain't about niggas thinking that they got one over on you and none of that, bro. Listen to me. You gonna win if you can master your energy. That's a win-win right there, bro. You feel me? That's doing things in proper order. Let me worry about myself. You feel me? Let me pay attention to myself before I can step outside and worry about this. And even before I get to worry about that, like I say, first is you internally. It's about doing things in proper order. So let me focus on me right now so I can be what I need to be for my lady, for my man, for my kids, right? For my mom and all this, right? So let me put that work within me, within myself. So after that, then you move outside of yourself. What's outside of yourself? Your home. Now we got to get home straight. We got to get home right now. Because I done put that work within myself. I done that work. So now I know what to look for. I know what to hold back on. I know what to close my mouth on. I know when to speak, when to not to speak. Right? I know how to monitor my attitude and my this and be considerate of things and people, right? Because that's that balance. That's that masculine and feminine balance within yourself, showing compassion, checking stuff, putting things in its proper perspective. All this is masculine, feminine energy that you're mastering within yourself. And that's what, like I say, that's what God is. God is both proton and electron. God is both positive charge, negative charge. God is both masculine, feminine. You know what I'm saying? So that's all you doing. You're masculine. You're mastering yourself. You're mastering that God within yourself when you can show all of these things, this compassion. When you can be considerate, right? When you can sometimes stand strong so you can put things in its proper perspective. These are mastering things within yourself. This is mastering that God energy within yourself. This is finding balance within yourself. You understand? Now we can go outside in our homes, looking at our kids, looking at our women, looking at our mans, right? With that same approach. Getting that in order, getting home right. Because before you step out in the street to everything and everybody outside your home, you got to make sure you're home right now. Right? You done did your work on self, cool, boo. Before you got in your home, before you start tripping up things within your home, you done got yourself right. Now we at home. Now we got to worry about inside our home now, inside these walls, before we step outside. Right? So now we got to look at our kids. We got to look at our woman, like I say, our man, get the, putting things in its proper perspective. Making sure our kids are getting the proper values and morals that they need, the proper discipline and structure, right? Because not only is they looking at you and seeing you lead by example, right? You also enforcing that into them every day, being consistent with it so it can be natural. Once you have to be consistent with things. Whether it's checking don't do that. Hey, what I tell you about doing that, listen though, what I say, get up, make your bed up, I don't care what you do, before you can step and open this ice box, don't open my ice box if you ain't made that bed up. You ain't got up, brush your teeth, made that bed up, don't come in here, open my ice box, you feel me? That's establishing law and order, that's establishing morals and value within that child. You feel me? Same thing, hey listen, boy, look, hey girl, listen. Did you do this? Did you woo? Oh, okay, then we're going ahead. You go out there, go run and play. You do your homework. You do your chores. Now, do I have to come double check you? Okay, then. But go on, enjoy yourself. Feel me? This is the type of things we got to do. Make sure home right now. Looking at our women. Okay, baby, look, because the same value and morals and standards that you set for yourself, you must set for the people around you. You must set them same standards for your woman or for your man. That's the only way it's going to work. So now it's about, like I say, you done the work within yourself. So now you can look at your woman and hold her accountable now. You can look at your man and hold him accountable now because you putting that work in, right? And like I say, you done master attitude. You done master being considerate. Knowing it ain't what you say, it's how you say it, right? So it ain't about getting no attitude with this person, with your man or your woman, but it's about you being real and you speaking your mind and you laying things on the table so we can have proper understanding, right? Because where there's love, there will be understanding. Where there's hatred, there will always be misunderstanding. So we don't want no misunderstanding. We don't want hatred in our home. We want nothing but love. So there must be understanding. And in order for there to be understanding, that means I must speak up on things when I feel there's a problem. Feel me? Whether it's him or her, it don't matter. I must speak on this, right? And I, like I say, I done my work, so I know how to come to you without triggering that thing within you to where now we arguing, and now we can't even talk about the issue that I wanted to talk about, what I brought up. We talking about something totally different now because of the way I came to you. My approach was disrespectful. You feel me? The way I said it was kind of right? We ain't gotta do that because we done did that work on ourselves, right? So we know how to come. We like I say, where there's love, there's understanding. I understand you, so I know how to talk to you. I know what make you mad. I know what keeps you cool. I know how to talk to where we can have a smooth conversation, and we can find us some solutions and all that, right? Well, we can right. I know what it takes because I done did that. I done did work on myself, and not only that, by me understanding myself, I learned to understand you. You feel me? So look, we could do this now. So let me let you know, baby. Here, come take a seat. Come, let me holler at you for a minute. You feel me? You feel? Straight up, let me talk, baby. Listen, man, I don't like how you woody woo woo, because it made me feel like You feel me? Like, for real. Like, baby, I ain't like that. Like, you ain't had to woody woo. Like, that kind of had me kind of tripped. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, baby. So we ain't gotta be here. We don't have to come here again. Male or female, however you do it. You feel me? We ain't gotta come here again, baby. You feel me? Like, and like I said, you can keep it calm, stay calm, keep it smooth and cool, to where the signal, like I said, because you got to remember, it's all electrical signals. All we only hear experiencing the reality through 5 senses, which is all electrical signals. So you want to make sure your signals is clear. No impulse. Think of electricity. No impulse, no friction, no resistance. So therefore, I have to be mindful of how I'm saying it, why I'm saying it, when I'm saying it. You understand? Therefore, it will be a clear signal, and we can have that understanding amongst each other. Therefore, and we can have that solution. We can have love. That we have that understanding. So now everything is good. Now we all good. You feel me? That's how you do that. That's doing things in its proper order. And once we get that established, the kids good. We look at the kids, everybody good. The kids done took care of their business, right? Kids waking up, taking care of their business, whether they in school, outside, whether they in the house, outside the house, they in school, wherever they at. Because whatever you put into your child at home, it will reflect outside while they outside. No matter who they are around, you instilling morals and values in them, it's gonna show, right? So now we got the kids first. We got us good, we good, boo boo boom. Now the kids good. We looking at them, they good, right? You looking at your baby. Right? He good, she good, we good. Right? Proper order. Doing things in divine order. That's how God moves. Structure. Discipline. Order. You feel me? Household good, everybody chilling. Now we can go outside and give what we have left to co-workers and cousins and neighbors and friends and strangers outside the home, right? Whatever left, now we can give them that. We can give them that same thing that we done build amongst each other as individuals and as a couple, as a divine union, as a family. You understand? Now we can reflect that outside in the world to certain people out here and this and that and this and that. You feel me? Doing things in proper order. It must be in proper order. That's how you know when you moving on that God frequency. You feel me? That high frequency. Right? Moving in order and being decent, structured. Morals and values. It will show. You feel me? Do it in order. Live in order. Set your life right. Right now, starting today, get your life in order. Get yourself in order. Get your life in order. Get your family in order. Get everything in order that's within your world, your reality that you're giving your energy to. You feel me? Guaranteed you will love it. You will love what it gives you back. You will love how that same energy that you're putting into yourself, that you're putting into your family, right? You will love how that reflects back to you. Feel me? Move in order. Start today. Move in order. Just think about it.